technology. How does the government here use the examples of other governments, maybe in Europe or elsewhere, and create a competitive and investment-friendly environment for that sort of financial services sector or any other sector for that matter?
Well, I think I would like to connect to the previous topic about the FDI. The fintech, let's say, can have a indirect or secondary effect in the FDI or attracting more FDI. But first, what do you need if you really want to attract FDI, let's say, from other currency or monetary regions? First is what you need is predictable environment. What is you need enough forward visibility so investors can decide on enough long-term decision to switch capital basically from one place to another. And what you need is a stable monetary system. Now, this is one thing, but remember, let's say Dubai would not just want to be a blockchain hub, that it would also want to be a fintech hub. It could gain a certain leverage in this respect if it would provide a good, stable enough, global, scalable system for foreign direct investments or investors to see, let's say, enough clearly what is there in it for them. And this is where fintech plays a role. But let me put it also on a different perspective. We also must understand that this new change is coming also not just from top down, also from bottom up. So it requires a change in the values of individuals. Let's say how we as individuals can contribute to this more stable system. Now, government can do here mostly, I think, through education, because there is lack of education currently how we can as individuals participate in this overall environment. So it's not just top down, it's also bottom up. And I guess these gentlemen would know much more from top down than I would. But let's say from the fintech perspective, it's not just the computer code that runs this. We must understand what is the purpose of the new technologies, and of course how that can play into larger and, let's say, more predictable environment, chaos mitigation, risk mitigation of, let's say, unknown scenarios that could unfold. And when you have an entire package, then the foreign investment would add on top of that because they see, okay, I can move in because the exchange rate is stable, or let's say more importantly even, the cycles in the economy are not that pronounced, because we don't want to invest, when the economy is or can undergo, let's say, substantial cycles, business cycles. We don't want that. So how the government could do, or what it could do to smooth out the business cycle. And this is where the fintech comes in, and also education comes in. And there's actually a lot of money for this also for the Bidens. That's what I think.
Peter, on fintech, what's Bank doing on fintech, and does the fact that we've got such a young population here mean that what you're doing in fintech differs substantially from what's happening in maybe other markets where there's a slightly older population?
Sure. I mean, let me first say that I think